Alright boys, it's time to build a new PC. This time we're looking at the $1,200 price range. And yes, the RTX 4000 series is going to come out possibly when this video is out, but Nvidia made sure that it's not affordable because, you know, Nvidia. And as always, our criteria for this build is that everything must be brand new, no used or refurbished PC parts, and they must be in stock at the time of recording. Now, we do these build guides every month, so if you are looking at this one in the future, please remember to check out our channel to see if there's an updated build list for the same price range. Okay, let's do this. This is pretty straightforward, boys. We are picking the Core i5 12600K. Yes boys, the 12600K for $278, not the KF. And why you say that? Because they cost exactly the same.
What am I gonna do?
Like, why would you get an F version when you can have the K version for the same price, right? And for those who don't know, the KF version is the one without an integrated graphics processor, while the K has one. This doesn't really affect you when gaming with an external graphics card, but this feature kicks in if you're doing other productivity works like encoding, streaming, using the CPU, etc. So yes, the 12600K is our choice. 6 performance cores, 4 efficient cores, and 16 threads of that awesome Alder Lake architecture. As mentioned before, this is what we use in our main editing rig and our Intel benchmarking rig, and this is one of the best purchases that we've had for the channel. The 12600K doesn't come with a CPU cooler, so we'll need to buy one. What we have selected here is a Thermalright Assassin 120 SE, currently priced at $41.90. This is a decent tower cooler and comes with 2 ARGB fans, which will ensure that your processor will remain cool. And for the record, we are currently using a Thermalright tower cooler in our editing rig, and so far it's been great. You have no problem with this one. It's not an AIO, but because it's a tower cooler, it's much more reliable. With an all-in-one liquid cooler, you don't know if the pump stops working. At least with a tower cooler, you can visually check if the fan is still spinning, and you'll know if the processor is hot or not. So yes, stick with this one. For the motherboard, we're just going with a good B660 motherboard, and what we have selected here is the MSI Pro B660 M-A DDR4 motherboard. This is a solid motherboard with decent thermal performance, currently at 40% off, and it only comes down to $119. Now, what's important in picking a motherboard at this price range is that it must have decent performance in holding out the rest of the parts. The motherboard comes with a 12-phase VRM, which is really good. It also comes with heat sinks on the VRM and on the NVMe, which keeps these areas of the board cool throughout high load scenarios, and these are features that we like here in Overseer PC. In saying that, it also requires an 8+ 4-pin power connector for the CPU. The 4-pin is although optional. What I also like about MSI is that they have reinforced the PCIe slot with extra metal here to make it a little bit sturdy. For its extra features, the MSI Pro B660 M-A comes with 4 RAM slots, standard 5V and 12V RGB headers, 2 PCIe 4.0 NVMe mini slots. It also has that debugging lid, which is a handy feature if you're trying to troubleshoot on your first boot up. If you want more detailed information about this board and why this is better compared to its competition, Build Picker has done an amazing analysis of this board. The link is in the description. For our memory, we are going for a really good for value DDR4 RAM, and this is the Patriot Viper Steel 3600 MHz, currently priced at $55, and this is a really decent 16GB RAM kit. It comes with 3600 MHz speeds, and the timings are standard at 18, 22, 22, 42. What I like about these kits is that they are simple and works out of the box. Don't forget to activate XMP and BIOS when using these RAM kits. Now, most of these RAM kits, the Patriot Viper Steel, comes with Samsung B die, which are really good chips for overclocking should you go that route later down track when you're familiar with PC tuning. Now, it doesn't have RGB and only comes with the standard gray look, but who needs RGB if you've got solid performance on this kit for only $55, right? For our graphics card, we have picked a few here, so you have options, right? Whether you go team red or team green, we have pick the most bang for your buck in this case. We'll start off with our preferred choice, and this is the ASRock RX 6800 non-XT for $510, boys. This is an amazing deal. Like, look at that. There's only one left in stock, so if you're one of the earlier people looking at this video, don't hesitate and click that link and put that thing in the cart right now. The RX 6800 comes with 16 gigabytes of video memory and is a much more faster card than the RTX 3070. Yes, boys, 16 gigabyte of VRAM for only $510. This is the deal right here. You'll be able to game well in graphically intensive games like Warzone or Apex. So yeah, just get this one. And if you're watching this video way out in the future, subscribe to the channel right now and hit that bell so you wouldn't miss out if you're thinking of building a PC in the future. We put out the best PC parts on a set budget in the same timeline, so you will get them right there and then. And for our Nvidia choice, this card is a bit weaker compared to the RX 6800 non-XT, and what we have picked up is the Gigabyte RTX 3060 Ti Vision, currently priced at $460. It's $50 less compared to the AMD card, and unfortunately there isn't an RTX 3070 in stock right now at around $500 or less, so we'll stick with this one. The RTX 3060 Ti comes with only 8GB of VRAM, but this is okay if you're gaming at 1080p or competitive 1440p. We have selected this one because it is one of the cheaper cards at the time of recording. Look at that discount, boys, and it comes in white, which is sort of like the theme would like to build on, and this rig. Of course, this is an Nvidia card, so you would have access to their feature set as well, like DLSS and NVENC, and this will persuade others, but for me personally, feature set comes as a second versus raw performance. AMD has FSR or something similar, so yeah. Now, if you have missed out on the RX 6800 non-XT and you still want it to be on Team Red, the next option would be this one, the XFX Speedster RX 6750 XT for $470. This comes with 12GB of VRAM and is slightly faster than the RTX 3060 on most occasions. So yeah, definitely you have a lot of choices here. Pick which one you prefer. I definitely recommend the RX 6800 non-XT if you can still get it. I almost forgot about our storage. We are picking the crucial P3 500GB PCIe 3.0. This is currently at 20% off, now priced at $44, and we thought this is a great deal for this build. Up to 3500 megabytes per second sequential reads with 5-year limited warranty. Now, this rig will require a reliable power supply because of what it's currently packing. What we have selected for this setup is the EVGA 750BQ power supply. This is an 80 plus bronze power supply, good build quality, and is semi-modular. So you can take out those extra cables which you don't want or need. And it comes with 3 PCIe GPU connectors, 2 connectors for your CPU, so those 4+4 pins, which will fit just fine for our motherboard. This power supply also comes with 5 years warranty and is only priced at $74. For the case, we have selected the Bitfinex Nova Mesh white case. This looks great in white, and the best part, it comes with not 2, not even 3, but 4 ARGB fans. That's a lot of fans, free. How great is that? And it's only at $79. This case comes with what we want, mesh front with those free ARGB fans and has enough space to move around our components. Now, if for some odd reason you're planning to upgrade to an RTX 4090 in the future, guess that BF GPU, you can still fit the reference model in this case, okay? But not the Strix card. Seriously, don't do that. So that's all of our specs for the $1,200 build. We have the Core i5-12600K, a solid B660 motherboard, 16GB of 3600MHz memory, solid choices for our graphics card, 750 watts power supply, and definitely a good looking case which will make this amazing white theme build. For the list, your total build price could range from $1150 all the way up to $1200. If you do end up with the RTX 3060 Ti or the RX 6750 XT, you would probably still have that a little bit of wiggle room, like $40, and you could probably use that to upgrade the capacity of your NVMe to 1TB. And get this, the Team Group MP33 1TB. And you can also upgrade your power supply to something beefier like these ones, the Zigotech 850 watts 80 plus platinum power supply or the EVGA 850 BQ 80 plus bronze power supply. It's all up to you on how you want to fit them in your budget. The Zigotech one is definitely a good quality power supply and has better efficiency. Definitely something to consider, say if you want to upgrade to more powerful cards later down the track. Now, if you think this $1200 build is too much for your budget, we have recently done a budget PC build for only $550 right here. This build comes with an actual graphics card, not those built-in graphics and the CPU, so definitely check that one out and we'll see you guys over there.